Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me again. This is Highway Blossoms Part 6. So, after a break, so to say, with Highway Blossoms, I decided to get back into it, and I'm glad I did, because, I was sitting there going, I really want to play something else that's kind of like, Heart in the Woods, and I was like, Highway Blossoms was literally made by the same team, by the same, group. Studio Elan? I apologize. I can't pronounce. And there's Sakai Project as well. I can't say anything. I know you're gonna be like, Dainty, it's pronounced. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! But they do such great stuff, and this is remastered, so I'm like, let's play it again. We learn from the journal that he met this person named Lamasi, I think, and the person was of Native American heritage and was one of the Indian tribes of that area, I think specifically Navajo. And so he had entrusted his treasure with this person, and they were living in the outskirts of this cave. So our intrepid duo went out and jumped into the back of a tour group, because it's only guided tours through that whole region, and came across Linda. Oh my goodness, Linda. Oh. But then they were able to sneak away, and they climbed up into these ruins. And so this is where we left off, in which both of them had just gotten to the top of the ruins, and they were about to go and have a competition of who could find what win. So, with that, let's jump straight back into it. Load game! Yes. Alright, here we go. Oh! Oh, no. Nope. Load. Load game! Alright. Now that we're actually up in the ruins themselves, it's more clear just how tough this is gonna be. The cave stretches a long way, like a deep scar in the mountain. Delicate clay buildings, some barely as tall as we are arranged throughout. They say that this was a village, but it's hard to imagine anyone living here. Everything is so cramped and small.
Where do you think we should start?
Hard to say. It won't be anywhere obvious. Remember, people have been studying this place for decades.
Turning this up. Boop.
What if someone already found it? Like a long time ago.
I shrug. But that's probably impossible to see. The sun has now gone down entirely down, leaving us in shadowed darkness. I wonder why Marina doesn't seem bothered by it this time.
If they did, then I haven't heard anything about it. We've just got to start looking. Try to be careful, though.
Okay.
I feel bad being here. Maybe this was a bad idea.
Too late.
Be super careful, then. And watch for spiders!
Oh. I flick on the spare flashlight to pass it to her, just in time to see the look of disgust at the mention of spiders. We split up, staying close to each other, but not overlapping where we look. I get down on my hands and knees, shining light into every corner and cranny that I can. Worried that our lights might be visible from a distance, even though we aren't very powerful. The only alternative would be sneaking over in broad daylight, and we'd be much more likely to be caught then. Not finding anything except dirt, I brush my fingers along the clay bricks in hopes of finding a loose stone, secret compartment, but there's nothing like that. Nearby, Marina's doing the same thing. She hitched up her dress so that it doesn't drag on the ground, and I force myself to look away rather than stare. She offers quite a view, though. After a moment, Marina giggles. I'm not sure why. I haven't spoken at all because I don't want our voices to echo in the cave and give us away, but silently searching gets tedious fast, so I decided to try whispering.
What's so funny?
I was about to say, try talking a little bit.
I don't know. Everything, I guess? I was just thinking how weird this is.
Oh?
Like, It's just so random, you know?
Yeah, kinda.
All right, Aristotle.
Who's that?
Oh, Marina.
Never mind. But yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Deciding that the building I was scouring is a lost cause, I move on to the next one.
I know it's probably not a big deal for you since you do this stuff all the time, but this is honestly the most fun I've ever had, I think.
Do this stuff all the time? I don't think that's true.
Destroying ancient Native American landmarks?
I'm being careful. Super careful. But just in general, being out here on the road.
That's fair.
I thought maybe I was making a mistake when I left, but not anymore.
Ah.
I'm glad.
And I am. I really am.
Guess it worked out well for both of us.
I can't see her from now, but I know she's smiling. From here. Then she giggles again.
Oh, Amber, you're a big ol' softie after all, aren't you?
I'm not.
Aww.
I take it back. I should have left you on the side of the road.
This time we both laughed. At least after that, we lapsed back into our near silence. Just the sound of us crawling around or occasionally moving to another building to search. Soon the happy atmosphere starts to dissolve as we start getting frustrated. Or at least I do. Takes maybe 20 minutes before we've looked all over all the buildings. There aren't too many and coming over them isn't that hard. But we don't find anything. Not even a clue or hint that we're in the right spot. Sighing through my nose, I start double-checking some of the larger homes. All the crawling and bending is starting to take a toll on me. After I straight out, my back is sore, and sweat presses my hair to my forehead. We should have brought some bottles of water with us. I lean against a rock wall and massage my shoulders. Marina fishes up a building and then joins me. She's biting her lip, frowning a little.
Any luck?
Nope, nothing. You?
We both pause, silent.
So... that's it, right? Like we've checked all the buildings?
Can't be. We must have missed something. I'm going to try checking out the cave itself.
That's fair. She just stands there. Watch as I head over to the far side. I shine my flashlight up and down, up again, examining every inch of the rock. There's gotta be a crevice where the gold is stashed. Or some other hiding place. There has to be. But none of the cracks are wide enough or deep enough for something like that. A few minutes later, I pass by Marina, still in the same place. Check her face as I go. Her eyebrows are furrowed, and she looks worried. I keep hunting. Images of Mariah, triumphantly holding up the gold spur me on. Just the thought of her smug grin pisses me off. When I reach the other end of the cave, I double back and check again. And again. Finally, Marina pulls away from the wall. I hear it, but I don't see it.
Amber, come on. There's no way.
Her voice is a knife in my heart. It hurts because I know she's right. I sigh and flick off my flashlight. Standing there, I look at the invisible ground. And have to admit the truth to myself. It's not here. There's no treasure to be found in the Mummy Cave ruins. Either we got it wrong or someone beat us to it. Whichever the answer, there's nowhere else in here that it could be. Making my way back to Marina slowly. I can feel stinging tears of frustration beginning to well in my eyes, which surprises me. I'm sure Mariah would be laughing at me if she was here right now. Yeah, but... Abruptly I stop walking across her and spin around. I don't want Marina to see. There's a sound of crunching dirt as she walks over.
Amber?
There's worry in her voice. I shake my head. I don't know if she can see. She lays a hand on my shoulder, and 2 tears manage to leak out of my eyes. I shake my head again.
Amber, it's okay.
No. I'm sorry. I screwed up. I was wrong.
You are literally looking for hidden treasure. I love you. Don't be that perfectionist. You can't be perfect every single time. And this was like a long shot for you to try and hit. So... there's nothing here.
I know there isn't. Seriously, that's okay.
That is okay. It's okay, honey. Aw. I stopped, not even knowing why. To me, this feels like it's not about being perfect. It's not about anything else. It's about letting two things. Letting Marina down, letting Mariah win, so to say, as well as the unresolved guilt and feelings around basically the entirety of her road trip. I mean, she took out her RV, which was her Gramps' RV that she loved so much and grew up in, and she has a lot of feelings around all of that, and that's very unresolved. Get a grip, Amber. Wrench my eyes shut before the waterworks really start. It burns, but I can manage to hold them back. Taking deep breaths, I get myself under control. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. I like that art style switch. Sink down to lean against the wall of the cave. Marina does the same. Yeah, this is cute. Our clothes are dusty from being on the ground so much. Marina pokes me in the side.
You okay?
I draw in a rattly breath.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. I don't know what that was about. I just got super frustrated.
Fair.
Yeah, I could tell.
Can it?
I flicker gently on the knee.
But, that was kind of embarrassing.
No, it's okay, really. I cry all the time at home. Don't worry.
Oh no, Marina.
It's like losing. Not finding the treasure, I mean. So I'm mad for wasting all our time on this.
Oh.
Aren't you?
No.
No, why would I be?
Exactly. She sounds generally surprised.
Because now we're behind on the next one, too. What if someone beats us to all the rest of them?
Then you got some gold. Cool.
Now you sound like me.
Oh god, is there a cure?
Meanie. But really, I had fun, so I don't think it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Even if we're not, like, super rich now, I'm glad we came here.
Once again, I don't even have to look to know she's smiling. She's always smiling, after all. It's one of the cuter things about her, that there are lots of those. But I'm afraid to look up and meet her eyes, afraid because of what I've been starting to feel lately and how I've been thinking of her. Oh? It's stupid to get bothered by this now, I know. We've been together all day. But right now, when we're already being overly emotional, I feel like it's a bad idea.
Amber?
And then, by reflex, I do it anyway. I look over and I was right. My heart flutters a little. But the smile I was anticipating has been replaced by yet another look of concern.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it wasn't so bad.
You caught the feelings hard. She brightens up immediately.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I'm good now. Still, sorry for freaking out there for a sec.
It's okay. Don't feel bad.
There we go. Groaning, I stand up again. Definitely gonna be sore tomorrow.
We should get out of here, though. The longer we spend, the more likely we are to get caught.
Says the person who ran back and forth throughout the cave for like a good few minutes beyond where you should. Been probably 45 minutes or so since we ditched the tour group. Hopefully they didn't get search and rescue out looking for us. I offer my hand to Marina, who's still sitting on the ground. She takes it, and I haul her to her feet. After dusting herself off, we both walk to the edge of the cave. It's possible to see anything. Even the trail across the way is invisible from here.
Watch your step going down the hill.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to almost die again.
Going down the hill is easier than going up. Though we still have to be careful we make it to the bottom without incident. I can words. We don't risk the flashlights until we're back across the fence and on the trail. Now that we're not out of bounds, it doesn't matter if people see us.
Where do we go now?
Back? Think about it for a moment. There's not much point in catching up with the tour again. Besides, it's probably ended by now. Still, if they did notice that we disappeared, it'd be hard for us to just leave the park. Last thing I want to see is our faces on the missing persons posters next time we stop at a gas station. But we got a 45-minute lead on us, and that'll only grow if we were to try and find them.
We'll just go back to the parking lot and get out of here. If anyone asks, we can just say we left early.
Yeah.
Thank God. I was hoping you'd say that.
How come?
I'm so tired.
Oh.
Same. My back's gonna hurt for a year.
At least you have the comfy bed.
Hey, you could always... grab some more pillows from the closet if you need.
Oh my goodness.
There are more?
Oh yeah. Gramps liked to have a zillion pillows when he slept.
Oh.
She sounds let down. Oops, maybe I should have made that connection there.
Don't worry. They weren't like his special pillows or anything. You can use them.
All right.
She probably, if you want to know, was more excited about the invitation for you to actually, have a bed together. Jeez. Amber. She really starts to worry when I mention him. Guess there's good reason for that. Yeah, you've kinda literally pulled off the side of the road. Abruptly. Anyways. But right now, though the thought is a familiar job of sadness, I'm not about to break down. I'm doing okay for now. We're quiet the rest of the way down the trail, though. Without having to stick to the slow pace of a guided tour, it's actually a quick walk. There aren't any other hikers out, which surprises me. It's dark, but not that late. As we reach the parking lot, it seems like we had perfect timing, or maybe perfectly awful. Spilling out of the trailhead on the other side of this tour group that we were briefly part of, I did recognize the tour guide as well as...
Oh, there you girls are.
Oh, Linda. She came from my blind spot before we had time to hide. Didn't even try to force a smile as I turned to face her. She strolls up to us. Dino's still asleep. Howard's nowhere to be seen, though. Maybe he's in their car.
I was hoping to see y'all before you left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we were pretty tired, so we came back early.
Oh, I'll bet you are.
She winks at me, like she's in on the joke. Problem is, I don't know what the joke's supposed to be.
What do you mean?
She thinks you,
Don't think I didn't notice you two running off now. Figured you were, you know.
Oh, goodness. I hate to break this to you, Linda, but, lesbians need longer than 45 minutes. She laughs and shakes her head.
I think that's good, though. Reminds me of me and my Howard when we were younger. We used to sneak off every chance we got, if you know what I mean.
Marina's face. My face starts to turn red as I realize what she's thinking. Marina's probably tomato-colored, though I don't turn to look.
We weren't... we're not.
No need to be embarrassed or anything like that. And besides, at least you won't get pregnant.
Thank you, Linda. She laughs heartily, the baby on her chest bouncing with emotion.
Sorry, though. I'm getting to be a bit too nosy for my own good. Y'all girls be safe out there. It was nice to get to know you.
Oh my goodness. Jeez, Linda. She grabs my hand from my side and pumps it with a vigorous handshake, then does the same with Marina. Neither of us react, still dumbfounded. Yeah, and if they had snuck off to do something, and you shook their hand? Just saying, Linda, you're not thinking this through. My goodness. Jeez. Then she heads off towards the sea of cars. More of a puddle now, since most had already left. I turned to Marina. As expected, her face is scarlet.
Wow.
Right? That poor baby. And that poor husband.
I didn't think people like that were real. Like, they only existed in books and movies and stuff.
And down south. They exist everywhere down south. Oh my goodness.
They say the desert does weird things to your head.
No, go south.
Or maybe Wisconsin does.
No, before that, it's in Tennessee. Tennessee's where that little switch that, defines a normal person and a southern person stuck, and it's not going anywhere. I shrug and start walking back towards the RV. I'm glad that Marina doesn't push the topic of Linda's misconception. I unlock the door and let Marina in first. We're one of the last ones here. Before I pull the door shut, I take a final look around the canyon de chalet, or what little of it I see. It may have been a bust, but like Marina said, it wasn't a total waste of time. There we go. And we get the title screen again? Oh, it's changing of the chapters. Oh, it's a loading screen. I'm there now. I see. Inside the RV once again, I crash down into the driver's seat and kick my feet up on the dash. It's a relief to sit on something soft. Like a satellite, Marina hovers around me, expectant.
So that was a failure, obviously.
Do you think it might be in a different part of the canyon?
Maybe, but we're not gonna find out. We could spend days out here and not find anything. Most likely, someone else found it before us. Maybe even before this whole treasure hunt thing started.
She stares at the ground, then perks back up.
That's okay, though. All we can do is move on.
There we go. Huh? Reaching to the glove compartment, she brings out the journal and hands it to me. Here we go.
Come on. Show me why the human travel guide is the best.
Aww, that's cute. I look at her for a moment, then with a smile, gently take it from her.
Sure thing. But that's the first and only time you're ever gonna call me that, okay?
Okay.
I flipped through the journal and skimmed the pages. I skipped one of the entries last time because it looked like a jumbled puzzle. But if we're going to find the rest of the treasure, then we need to tackle this head on. Bracing myself for the confusion, I find the entry and groan. I write to you today, not from my dear Lamasi's winged landmark, but from a destination of an unforeseen detour. During my journey eastbound, I encountered a split where words and stuff. I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna try again. Here we go. I write to you today, not from my dear Lamasi's winged landmark, but from a destination on an unforeseen detour. During my journey eastbound, I encountered a split within the dusted road. I have encountered many of these on my travels, but this one triggered a thought that maybe, perhaps, I have been too obvious with my hiding. Let us assume a jealous peer wanted to track me, paranoia or not. If they so desired, they easily could. My steed's prints are set within the sand, and I have not disguised my livelihood. In fact, one may call these a trail. If one were to follow this trail, there may even happen upon my bounty. The likelihood of this is very slim. However, I've always considered myself to be a man who only takes calculated risks which is why I am shocked in that this thought has never crossed my mind before. Surely an intelligent, rugged, and worldly individual such as myself would have come to this conclusion by now. Or perhaps I am none of those things. Correct. That's the first insight you've ever had to yourself. Congratulations. Nonetheless, I marked the split and took the path I felt was less traveled. After I had covered enough distance, I found a satisfactory location. Acres of identical arched stone were spread across this area. The more I traveled, the more there were. On occasion I had seen some, but never so close together, nor so plentiful. Though I do worry one could narrow down the gold if they had the will. Also, alas, the remnant of my illness reappeared, forcing me to find a resting site. Eventually I settled between two stones, and like the archstone, I often feared they would fall and collapse on me, but their balance seemed steady, and they provided shade and scenery. So once again, I am rested and determined. While the detour took precious time away from me, I very much feel like it was worth the security it provides, even if it was unnecessary. P.S. This morning I looked in my pouch. It would appear as if I have enough gold for one last burial. Lamassi's landmark seems more than proper for this.
Oh no.
Oh no? Does that mean you don't know where it's at?
The opposite. I know exactly where it's at.
Oh no.
Then what's the problem?
I lean back in the chair and look at the ceiling.
It's in Arches National Park.
I was wondering.
Cool, then let's go.
I ignore her and keep looking at the ceiling.
Arches has over 2,000 natural stone arches. The miner said he hid it between two stones.
She blinks. I sigh.
An arch is a rock formation that curves in the air. Think of it as an upside-down U.
Finally, she gets the message. Her face morphs into a blank canvas, and she stares out the windshield.
Oh no.
Yeah. If we want to find this thing, then we need to look between every single arch and arches.
After a moment of petrified silence, Marina takes back the journal and returns it to its proper place in the glove compartment. With a shaky smile, Marina looks back at me and tries blowing it off.
Arches National Park, huh? It's somewhere in Moab, right? You ever been?
With a shaky grin of my own, I respond, totally ignoring the impossible feat ahead of us.
Yeah, I went to Moab a long time ago. Arches is really famous. Like, world famous.
Yeah. It's very pretty. Part of Utah. We're both sweating, staring at the long road ahead as we try our best to make casual conversation. It's like a game of chicken. Who's gonna break first?
I've always wanted to go.
Huh.
Where have you vacationed to before?
Honestly, nowhere. Not out of the state, at least.
For real? Not even to visit family?
Nuh-uh. My grandparents live in New Mexico, too. I think only my big brother has been outside of the state.
You mean the one who had the mint car that got scrapped?
You got any other siblings? Or is it just you two?
She shakes her head.
There's 9 of us. I've got 2 younger brothers, 3 older brothers, an older sister, and 2 little sisters.
Hold on. So, 4 younger, 4 older. You are exactly the middle child. I whistle. Yeah.
Damn, that's a big-ass Christmas card.
Right? At some point it's just like, aren't you ever gonna stop? I'm almost out of fingers to count on.
I love you, Marina. Chuckling, I stand up and walk to the back. Marina follows me.
What about you? Do you have any siblings?
Nah, just me. Otherwise, they'd probably be riding around this old thing with us.
Let's just say that I collapsed down onto my bed, sprawling out. Sitting up front felt good, but this is heavenly. The bed sinks a little as she takes a seat on its edge.
I can't really imagine having a single brother or sister. Definitely not 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they don't all live at home.
Actually,
Oh.
You're kidding.
only one of my brothers has moved out. It's the worst. Like, you have to make a reservation to take a shower.
Ugh. That's a lot.
No wonder you ran away.
Pretty much. As soon as I finished school, I was just like, okay, time to get out of here.
How long ago was that?
Just a couple months. 2-ish.
What'd you major in?
Huh?
Like, what'd you get your degree in?
Oh, not college. High school. I just finished high school.
Ooh, baby gay.
Huh.
Using my elbows, I prop myself up.
What?
How old are you?
Putting her hands on her hips, Marina puffs out her cheeks and looks offended.
I'll have you know, it's very rude to ask a lady her age.
She deflates.
But I'm 18. Why?
Oh, thank God.
I let myself fall back
I
again.
was afraid you were gonna be underage and that I'd get arrested for kidnapping or something.
No way! And besides, I told you my parents were fine with it. Well, accepted it.
Okay.
What about you? How old are you?
Just a year older.
Why are you putting up such a resistance? Jeez, if you're only 19? Oh my goodness.
Wait, you're only 19?
Now it's her turn to be shocked.
How old did you think I was?
Marina busts up laughing. I'm actually a little embarrassed. I look away, blowing my hair away from my face.
Just kidding, just kidding. I figured you were like my age or a bit older. 2 years at the most.
Yeah. I don't look at her, staring at the wall.
Oh, come on, don't be mad. I was just playing.
All of a sudden, she sounds seriously regretful. I want to mess with her, but the puppy dog look she gives me over her shoulder is too hard to resist. I was about to say, she's your cute little waifu you picked up on the side of the road.
Sorry, what? My hearing must be getting bad at my old age.
Oh, thank you for playing that out. I love the voice acting updates that the studio puts out because you have glorious things like that. She throws a pillow at me from the bed beside her, and I deflect it with my arm.
Good save, Granny.
Now she leans back too, staring up at the ceiling. Her hair spreads across my leg. I don't move it. Then I realize that all the worry and nervousness we had about Arches is gone. Somewhere along the line, we just forgot about it. Huh. I don't know when we reach the point in our relationship where we would be comfortable being this close to each other, but I'm glad that we have. Maybe, just maybe, I'm enjoying the closeness a little too much. It's been a long time since I've dated anyone. Graham's health made having a girlfriend impossible. There wasn't time for anyone else. Hell, I hardly had time for myself. Not that I cared, I'd do it all over again. Still, it's nice. So are you. Good job, Amber. Having someone to talk to, so it's not just me and my thoughts. Just as I'm about to settle into the mood, she sits up and stretches.
Oh, I'm pretty sleepy. Are you going to bed soon?
Nah, I took a nap earlier, so I'm good. It's only a few hours to Moab, so I'll drive us there tonight.
Moab, huh?
Well, yeah. Something wrong?
No, I was just kind of wondering.
Mm-hmm. She trails off.
Wondering...
How far away is the Grand Canyon?
Take her to the Grand Canyon.
From here? I don't know, 3 or 4 hours? But it's in the total opposite direction that we're going.
Oh, Okay.
But just following look on her face should be illegal.
Sorry, I should have looked at the map before I asked.
You're okay. Smiling, she turns and heads for bed, disappointment clinging to her like perfume.
Night, Amber.
Leaning against my pillows, I watch as he slowly trots off to the back. Come on now, I'm not that heartless.
Wait a sec.
She freezes mid-set.
I guess since I was gonna drive all night anyway, we can make a detour. A pretty big detour, too. So don't blame me if all the treasure is gone by the time we're done.
Oh, that face! She turns around, hope springing to her face now.
But I guess it's like a requirement that you see the Grand Canyon when you're sightseeing in Arizona. So that's what we'll do.
Good.
You've got a lot of vacations to make up for.
Ah! All the tiredness and disappointment vanishes in an instant like a bird taking flight. She hurries back over to where I'm just sitting up. Trademark Marina, crush, tackle, hug, knocks me onto my butt in bed again. I pat her on the back a couple times before she rises.
Have I ever told you you're the best?
Probably, but don't you forget it.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, this is cute.
Goof.
I poke her in the belly as I make my way up to the front again.
Grab me an energy drink from the fridge, will ya?
When she sits down in the passenger seat, she has 2 cans of the energy drink.
Thought you were going to bed.
No way! I'm too excited now. I'll keep you company on the drive.
Ah, you're so cute.
Plus, it's only like 8 o'clock, isn't it?
Beats me. Sounds right.
I pop open the tab on my drink and take a long draught. Tastes awful, but wakes me up like nothing else. Guess the makers cut out sweeteners and nice flavors for more stimulants. Yeah, I was about to say, I get one of those, Starbucks, like, double shot little cans. It's like just sugar and caffeine straight to my veins. And it's in such like a compact state that like I can just down one and not think about it and then have another one in like an hour. Probably not the healthiest, but on the flip side, I've also not done very healthy driving, and that I crossed the country in 3 days before. Along I-80. I went up from Atlanta, up, and then across I-80. It was actually very impressive. I drove almost 3,000 miles. Almost 1,000 miles a day. Doing that. Yeah. So, I never went this far down. I was on I-80, not I-40. I didn't take the I-40 route. To drink it faster, I hold my breath, hide the taste and chug. Gasping, I crumple the empty can and toss it into the trash bag. Marina, on the other hand, sips it daintily, winces each time.
Ugh, people seriously drink this stuff?
You just saw her destroy one.
Somehow. It works, though. It's pretty much the strongest stuff you can get without a prescription.
After taking another sip, Marina retches and sticks her tongue out. She reminds me of a cat with fur stuck on its tongue. She sets the can in the cup holder beside me.
Do you want mine? I can't drink this.
I'd have a heart attack if I drank too. Just leave it and I'll drink it tomorrow.
Because the only way to improve an awful energy drink is to let it get warm and flat. Wait, did you chug something carbonated? Honey boo, no. As I start the RV, Marina says something, but it's soft enough that I can't hear her over the engine revving.
What was that? Old lady hearing failing on me again.
I love that. Smiling, she shakes her
I
head.
was just saying thanks again.
Don't thank me yet. I could fall asleep at the wheel and kill us both.
Facts.
At least I die happy.
Oh.
No, though, not just that. For taking me with you and doing the treasure hunt and everything.
You must be super tired. You're saying all sorts of weird stuff now.
I mean it. I know it's kind of random. I'm just really happy I met you.
After a moment of blushing, I laugh a little under my breath.
Yeah, me too.
I prevent any more cheesy conversation by carefully pulling out of the parking lot and back onto the exit road. Definitely glad that Marina is enjoying herself. I'm having fun too, but talking about that sort of thing makes me feel all squirmy inside. Like I don't match up to what Marina thinks of me. Pushing those thoughts out of my head, I focus on the road. We have to keep our eyes peeled for animals out here. There are tons of stray dogs in this part of the state. Dozens of deer and antelope just waiting to race cars. The road's devoid of other vehicles, though, and since I know the exits to take, more or less, we should make pretty good time. Once we get back onto the highway, Marina hoists the bucket of tapes onto her lap.
What do you want to listen to?
Glance between the road and the bin, scanning both. Settle on an album that I haven't had the heart to listen to in a while, but it feels like tonight is a great time. Fish out the tape and slide it into the player. As the first chords start up, watch Marina's face for a reaction. It won't have the same sentimental value to her, I know, but it's an emotional album in general. Lots of dynamics in the music and simple but heartfelt songwriting. Gramps used to try to play along and said he wouldn't quite capture the feeling himself. As I'd hope, Marina's quiet, which means that she's listening. Her cheek is pressed against the window again. Her reflection, barely visible, looks wistful. Good. For the second time today, a growing pressure starts in my eyes. Paw at them, and the motion catches Marina's attention.
You sure you're not too tired?
Oh yeah, eyes are just a little itchy.
My voice shakes as I speak, but if she notices, she doesn't say anything. This album was another one of Gramps' favorites. There's a reason I haven't listened to it since he passed. Turning it on might have been a mistake. We may yet go off the road if I end up crying. Or I might just die of embarrassment. I sniffle a few times to keep myself under control.
Damn allergies.
I don't even know if she hears me. Kind of tempted to turn it off and play something else, but I want Marina to hear it. It won't mean anything special to her, I'm sure. I want to see what she thinks. To see if maybe Gramps and I were crazy, or if there was more to the music and the man playing it. He was a guitarist and songwriter who just went by the name of June. Died a few years ago. Fighting back the nostalgia and the bubbling feelings of how much I miss Gramps is hard. I'm about to hold on, though, and keep from breaking down. 45 minutes later, when the tape ends, Marina hits the play button again to start it over. I'd say it was worth it. I let it play on for hours, long after Marina's fallen asleep beside me. Oh, that's adorable. Oh. That was a lot of just feelings and emotion. Oh. I am getting fond to this. We will pick this back up when I get back around to it. I'm hoping to just keep playing through it now that we're back in the rhythm. So hopefully you like it. Please let me know if you're enjoying this playthrough. I'm enjoying the voice acting. It's bringing me a lot of joy. Also, I hope that you can send me some recommendations on if there's any other games I should check out as well. I always am scouring the list to see what's coming up and what I could be playing, but if there's something that's interesting to you, I want to know. As you can tell from some of my old playthroughs, I just get a comment from someone and I'm like, oh yeah, I never thought about that, let me play that. So, please do, leave me comments, message me. I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok. I don't know why I'm on TikTok, but I'm surprisingly popular on TikTok. I don't know why. Anyways, I think I'm more popular on TikTok than I am on YouTube, which is sad because I really love YouTube. YouTube's my channel, YouTube's my community, YouTube's my love. And hopefully you enjoy and love this as well, and that's why you subscribe. Because it's cool like that. Anyways, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!